Who
for?
Just for me.
What's it regarding?
It's nothing serious. I'm not a business or anything. It's just a personal thing, just a personal kind of project.
Did you work at Mauser?
Say again, sorry.
Did you used to work at Mauser?
No, I've never worked at Mauser. No.
Right. Okay. So what's the connection that you need to do a video of it?
No, I don't need to really. I'm just having a little look around the business park, and Mauser sounded really interesting. Packaging solutions. It was saying that you're kind of reinventing packaging solutions, so I'm just wondering kind of what that means. What does that mean?
Right, but I mean, what you actually videoing, you can't really see anything of the business, can you? And you can't actually come on site because you haven't got safety wear on.
Yeah, that's right. I don't got safety wear on. I'm not going to go on to where the trucks are. That's probably why I'm not going to go on actually, because I don't want to get run over or out like that.
You're not allowed to. You're not allowed to be on site.
Not allowed to be on site. Okay, well I won't go on your site. No problem.
You're not videoing now, are you?
I'm literally just doing a video of the kind of forklifts and stuff. It's just gonna, just having a little look at the industry.
The only way I'd be able to allow you to do that is to speak with the MD. I
The
can't
MD?
really allow you on site to start videoing.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to come on. I'm just going to do it from kind of here, if you feel like. Just kind of, just have a little bit of a nosy. Watch the forklift trucks coming up and down and stuff. Just watch the industry.
What are you going to do with this footage?
I'd rather not say it. Just I'm literally.
Well, I'd rather you would say. Otherwise, I'm going to have to ask you to leave, or I'll have to get involved the police.
The police. Well, I'm not on your land here, am I? I'm not on your land. I'm on the business park's land, but not your land, am I?
Have you got
permission from the business park?
It doesn't matter about business permission from the business park. They'd have to get a representative to come down and see me. But all I'm saying is
you're being very, very vague with why you're videoing.
Yeah.
In this day and age, you could be doing some kind of surveillance, and then you're going to come back, and it's like we could have a robbery, or so I can't allow you to stand it.
Before we even get past the 15-second mark, this encounter is already brewing with tension. What starts as a casual visit to an industrial park rapidly spirals into one of the most heated auditor versus business showdowns we've seen in a long time. The filmer says he's just making a little video, but in a world where security concerns are sky high and companies are hypersensitive about being recorded, even a simple camera can set off alarm bells. And today, those alarm bells go off fast out on one side. We have the auditor, calm, collected, and fully aware of his rights on a publicly accessible business park. On the other, a company adamant that he has no business being there at all. They see filming as suspicious, potentially dangerous, maybe even a precursor to a robbery. Within seconds, a harmless piece of footage becomes a full-blown security threat.
And they will get you removed.
We've had a lot of robberies on.
We've had a lot of robberies, so they would be very interested if we ring them and tell them.
well, if you ring police, you might get me into trouble. Don't do that, because it's just I'm literally just doing a bit of a.
Well, why don't you just leave then? Because I have the options. You either leave now or we phone the police.
Can I just tell you one more thing then? I've got a drone with me today. I'm going to fly over the yard.
You can't.
And
you can't do that either.
I can do. I'm allowed to do that. Don't worry about.
Right. Well, do you want to just hang on here?
Well, can you just say why? Who are you? Just first of all, just so that.
I'm the managing director's personal assistant.
Ah, you're the managing director's PA. Is the managing director on site?
He is, yeah, but he's in a meeting.
Oh, right. Okay, well, I don't want to interrupt him from a meeting. I don't want to interrupt anybody's business day. But I am going to fly.
I wouldn't actually see you. You can't fly your drone.
I am. Why would you say that? What
you
makes?
can't fly your drone over the site. It's a risk.
I can do because.
It's a security risk.
Well, it might be from your point of view, but the thing with there's no restrictions over the airspace in this, and it's the Civil Aviation Authority that control the airspace, not the business.
I just want to know why you need this footage. You're not being clear on why
Yeah,
you need it.
I didn't come to answer any questions.
You don't need to tell me, but you do. That's like coming onto my property and saying, "I'm just going to send a drone over and video you while you're out." You're not getting it.
Yeah, I'm not going to come onto your property, onto your business property.
But you are if you don't.
We see the first sparks of misunderstanding, and it's not even hostile yet. Notice how quickly the staff member jumps to the idea that he must have some connection to a completely different company, Mauser. This reveals something important. When businesses encounter an unexpected camera, their first instinct is to establish motive. Asterisk, who are you? Why are you here? Who sent you? Asterisk, it's a defensive mindset, driven by fear of competitors, internal threats, or social media exposure. But the filmer's vagueness doesn't help. Saying he's there, just for me, creates more suspicion, not less. This is a classic clash. Auditors often avoid giving reasons because they don't legally have to, while employees feel they must know because it's their responsibility. From this moment forward, both sides are thinking the other is behaving oddly.
Who's Beaver? Do they own the business
They
park?
own the business park.
Right. Well, what we're going to say is the drone kind of stuff, like I was saying to that lady.
You can't fly a drone over here.
I am definitely going to be flying a drone over.
Well, as I say, you've left no choice but to ring the police.
But the thing is, if you ring the police, what crime are you going to report? 'Cause it's not a crime to fly a drone over, is it?
You're putting people at risk.
I'm not. I'm pretty professional with it. I've never crashed it ever.
It doesn't make any difference. You can't fly it over here without express permission from Beaver Construction, first of all, who owns site. And we wouldn't allow it over our site here because it's a risk.
Yeah. Well, tell you what, right, I'm not gonna take off from Beaver's land. I'm not gonna take off from your land. I am gonna go back to the main road and just kind of fly over from there. So I will be flying over from public, but I'll be able to, you know what I mean. It won't be on your land, if you know what I mean. I'll just be in the air.
You can't fly it over here.
I'm definitely going to do it.
Well, she's calling the police now anyway, so they'll decide whether or not you can do it.
Yeah, honestly, the police won't. I would say the police probably won't even come. And even if the police did come, I don't think they could do anything because it's not illegal.
Becomes the first serious justification the employee uses. And it's an interesting tactical shift. When someone can't legally force a person off a public access area, they often pivot to safety concerns. And to be fair, it's reasonable. Forklifts, HGVs, tight corners. Industrial parks aren't playgrounds. But listen closely. The auditor already agrees and says he isn't entering the site. Still, the staff member insists on you're not allowed, rather than clarifying boundaries. This is where authority becomes blurry. Is she enforcing safety, company policy, or her own interpretation of what should happen? The lack of clarity fuels the tension.
Can I just say, if you shot a drone down, you'd be in a lot of trouble because
you're putting a health and safety risk. She's going to contact the police, obviously. I'm just saying, in my personal opinion, I'd clear the yard and shoot it down because it's a risk to the people in my yard.
Oh my God. Well, what would you shoot it down with?
Sorry?
What would you shoot it down with?
The same thing that they use for pigeons and rats in it.
What is it, like a shotgun or something?
No. As I say, it's a press control guy, but obviously I would consider it an hazard. So,
well, I think I'm not sure of the penalties of shooting a drone down, but I think it's a really serious offence interfering with an aircraft.
Well, I'm not sure either. That's why she's ringing the police so we can get some clearance on it, because I'm not permitting you to fly a drone over here.
You don't need to permit me. I'm going to do it anyway. There's nothing you can do to stop me.
Well, as I say, we'll find out shortly.
Yeah. Okay then. So while we stood here and we're waiting on the answer, do you want to just give me a quick little whistle-stop tour about what products it is that Mauser Packaging?
Not at the moment, no.
No. You don't have to provide anything secret. It could just be like.
No, there's nothing secret.
This is the moment the encounter shifts from mildly uncomfortable to outright suspicious, at least in the staff member's eyes. When the auditor says, "I'd rather not say," that's like waving a red flag in front of a security-minded person. In an industrial environment, unknown filming is often associated with risk assessments, theft scouting, or capturing internal operations. That UT here's the twist. Just because something feels suspicious doesn't mean it's illegal. He's not on their land. He's not interfering with operations, and he's not obligated to explain why he is filming. Yet this lack of explanation amplifies the employee's defensiveness, and her mental narrative shifts.
It's not like, yeah, I know, but it's one of those things, isn't it? If you've got those kind of concerns, then what you'd probably need to do is kind of close the airspace off or something.
As I said, we've also been told to report anything suspicious on site, and we've had a number of robberies and things like that happen on the site with cars and everything else. You're here filming stuff, and no real excuse for why you're doing it other than for your own benefit.
Yeah. Do you think?
Concern me, and then you're telling me you're going to fly a drone over my yard here, which is going to put my staff at risk.
Also, you think it's not going to put your staff at risk, though. Don't worry, it'll be fine.
There's a risk involved in flying a drone over that yard.
There is. I agree with you. There is a risk. There is a risk involved flying a drone over the yard. Yeah. You've got no choice, though. Like I say, you've literally got no choice.
I haven't got a choice because like I say, she's calling the police now.
I know. Well,
yeah.
Don't know what they're going to tell her. So you're just kind of waiting here then until she gets back?
Yeah. Can you not do that, please?
Sorry, what are you saying?
I said, can you not do that, please?
Can you move back from me?
The narrator steps in here to highlight an important tension: public access versus private expectations. Industrial parks often look like private zones, big gates, lorries, branded units, but they typically sit on land with public access rights. The staff member believes she has full authority over the surrounding area, simply because it's near her workplace. But that's not how property boundaries work. What's brilliant here is how the narrator asks the central question: does implied access include the right to film? And legally, yes. If you can lawfully stand there, you can lawfully film. But emotionally,
I can. What have you looked into? What does it say? What you've looked into?
You can't fly it over private property without permission. If it's got a camera attached or anything like that, or any listening device attached, you're not allowed to do it.
I think you've just had a quick Google of the law there and got it completely wrong. You haven't even checked whether or not this is what weight drone.
I know nothing about this drone other than it's got a camera on, and you can't fly it over private property without permission.
You're wrong there. You are wrong. Do you want me to educate you and give you an update on the law?
I'm not interested in being educated. I'm asking you not to do it.
All right,
you're putting lads in this yard at risk by doing it. So I'm asking you not to do it.
I'll ask you to keep away, right? I'm going to take another step back because you keep walking towards me. If you keep stepping in my personal space, I'm going to take that as a threat.
Well, I'm not threatening you, as I said. All I'm going to try and do is prevent you from taking that drone off.
I'm not.
You are then putting my lads at risk.
I'm not going to take it off from here. I'm going to take it off from public because this is Beaver's land by the sounds of it.
Yeah, get Beaver's permission to
take off. I do, yeah, but to take off from public and fly over, that's fine.
You know, to fly over recording, you need permission.
You don't. You know, come on. You've just said you don't educate, and now you're talking.
Authority's website, and it says you need permission from whoever it is if you are recording anything flying a drone over, so you can't do it.
That's rubbish. I know the drone law, and I can tell you that if you like. The drone law is if you can fly a less than 250 gram drone over any building anywhere, as long as there's not a flight restriction in place. And the flight restrictions in place, things like airports, prisons, you're not allowed to do that. This yard, I'm perfectly okay to fly over and just get some aerial shots.
Why do you stay private property then?
Because today I've chosen to do a little video about Morza Packaging Solutions.
There it is. The single word that detonates the entire situation. Up until now, things were tense but manageable. But the moment the auditor mentions a drone, the conversation goes from uneasy to outright hostile in seconds. Why? Because drones carry symbolism. They feel high-tech, invasive, and capable of seeing everything. Suddenly, the staff aren't dealing with a guy with a camera. They think they're